All right, now we're on to section 9, electrochemistry. So let's look at this reaction. Write the charges of each species above their symbols in the reaction. So this is a single element, 0. This is a single element, 0. So let's look at the reference table so I can show you how we get these. Na plus 1, which means Cl must be negative 1 because it's one of each. H is plus 1 when it's first in a compound, negative 1 when it's second. So it's first, so it's a plus 1, and Cl then must be minus 1. Okay. Now, what is the oxidation half reaction? So I got to see which things changed. Well, what is the spectator which didn't change? Cl did nothing, right? So let's draw a quick number line. So Na and H are the two things that changed. Na went from 0 to plus 1, and H went from plus 1 to 0. So from 0 to plus 1 is going this way, which if you remember is Leo. So this is Leo, and this way then is Ger. All right, so Leo is oxidation. So that means Na went from Na to Na plus, and it lost electrons. And see how this arrow points over here? That means the electrons go on that side. How many? Well, just one space. So just electron like this. Now for the reduction, we go from H plus to H2. Now here's what I want you to notice. You see how this is H2? So I have to have two H's here, right? I don't want to mess it up, okay? Now it's Ger, which goes backward on the number line this way, so when I gain electrons, they go on this side. So how many electrons? Well, each hydrogen gained 1, but I have 2 hydrogens, so that's 2 electrons. So I have 2 negatives, 2 positives, that's 0, 0 on this side, 0 on this side, 1 positive, 1 negative. Perfect. The oxidizing agent is the thing that is reduced, and it's got to be on this side of the equation. So what's the thing that is reduced? H plus. What is the reducing agent? The thing that is oxidized, and again, it's got to be a reactant, so that is Na, and Cl negative is my spectator. What is the negative ion found in a solution of nitric acid? Whew. Seems like a hard question, but let's go. Nitric acid. What is its negative ion? NO3 negative. Okay. The sum of all the charges, blah, blah, right? We're not reading this part. What is the charge of Cl in this one? Well, I look up Ca. If it tells me I'm trying to find Cl, then I got to look up the other ones. So Ca is plus 2. So Ca is plus 2. Well, this is easy. That's 0, right? It's by itself. And then Ca is plus 2. And then what is O? Minus 2. Okay, so let's see. Here we have Ca plus 2 Cl's equals 0. This is the easy one. Plus 2 Cl's equals 0. Minus 2 to both sides. 2 Cl equals negative 2 divided by 2. Cl equals negative 1. All right, so what about in this one? So it's kind of a little bit more complicated, all right? So I'm just going to jot it over here. Ca plus, oops, I already started wrong. Ca plus 2 Cl's plus 4 O's equals 0. So Ca is plus 2 Cl, that's what I'm trying to find, and 4 times negative 2. So plus 2 Cl plus negative 8 equals 0. Combine those like terms. 2 Cl plus negative 6 equals 0, plus 6 to both sides. 2Cl equals plus 6, divide by 2, Cl equals plus 3. Okay. A voltaic cell has Al and Au as the metal electrodes, which is the anode. So I got to go to table J. So I have Al and Au. All right. So if it's a voltaic cell, that means it's a battery. So here's Al. Au's all the way down here. Okay, so which one is higher? Al. Al is the anode. A voltaic cell has Fe and Sn. So I got to figure out it's another voltaic cell, right? So Fe and Sn. Okay, which one is higher? Fe, that's the anode. So Fe is the anode. Sn is the cathode. So it goes from anode to cathode. So Fe to Sn. Name a metal that can be formed by electrolytic reduction. Name a nonmetal that can be formed by electrolytic oxidation. We're going to skip these two questions, and instead we're going to focus on an electrochemical cell and just talk about a few pieces. Okay, so we have a metal and another metal. Those are our electrodes connected by a wire. Okay, if it is a voltaic cell, all right, we need a salt bridge because we've got some liquid here. Now, instead of a salt bridge, I could just have a porous material between them, all right? And on one side, I'm going to have the anode. It doesn't have to be this side. And then the cathode. Electrons always flow from anode to cathode. The anode is the higher metal, okay, with a negative charge. All right. The salt bridge allows ions to flow back and forth and keep the cell neutral. This is just a quick recap of electrochemistry. And that is section 9.